ESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
I don't know, man. 18 innings, that's like 9 too many. But thank God for Freddie Freeman.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. Little under the weather. I didn't want to exhaust the pipes there. Sorry to greet you a little bit more flat than usual. And it's not because I was up all night into the wee hours of the morning watching the Dodgers and the Blue Jays wrap up a World Series game that went far too long. No, that's not the issue. Brother just got a little sick. Got a little sick over the weekend. Coming back from my home by the sea, the illustrious Hampton University homecoming, 10 years. Shout out to the Ogres. Shout out to the class of 2015. But boys is back. Boys is back, and we are literally theoretically speaking. I think what you can call the congested talk in which I am delivering, it is speaking to an extent. It is theoretically speaking, and it's your boy Theo Dorsey. We are back. It is a Tuesday. It is a Top 5 Tuesday. We'll be howling with the wolf at some point today. We're going to make up on the Monday midterms at some point. We have to eventually get to my Kansas City Chiefs continuing to restore their dominance over the National Football League. We saw what happened Monday night. No big deal. And I had them in Survivor. Double whammy. But we have to start with our baseball savant, our baseball expert. C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. And I assume a guy like him who loves himself some October baseball, who loves himself some Dodgers, Blue Jays, fall classic action. You were just up and you were hanging on to every pitch last night.
No, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I had it on the big screen. You know, I moved my living room TV into the bedroom when I moved apartments. So it was right there, too close to my face. The light was too bright, and I just fell asleep.
Yeah.
I got through all of the first 10 innings of the game. And then I said, listen, who are we kidding here? I could try.
Yeah.
There's no guarantees here. I'm not a Blue Jays fan, nor am I a Dodgers fan. I'm sure that I will catch up with it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And you know what? You take a calculated risk every single time you decide to turn a game off that goes into the wee hours of the night when it's in either extra innings, overtime, whatever it is. You're saying this could go till there's 27 innings, and then what am I going to say? And I made well, because like if I fell asleep after the end of the bottom of the ninth and then I walk off in the bottom of the 10th, well, it would have been worth it to stay up for 20 more minutes to get that moment live and in color. But having to sit through, they were good. It was great baseball. I saw Clayton Kershaw come into the ball game, but I had a 7 a.m. tee time to get. So my sleep was at a premium.
I appreciate you for I always applaud, because I don't think we do it enough. So I'll be the guy to do it.
Okay.
I am a man for the people. And I always applaud sports fans who prioritize their own lives at times over sports. Yeah. I think we have to do it. At some point, you have to you have to experience and live life and not do it through others.
It's a GD work night, man. People have like things to do. They have kids to put to bed.
Thank you.
They have babies sleeping. They can't keep the TV on that late at night. I think that more people did not watch the end of the World Series last night than did watch it, that are listening and watching right now. And this is a sports fan audience.
Yes,
like this is ESPN West Palm. So our audience is almost entirely comprised of, at one level or another, sports fans.
Yes.
And this is the World Series. But all that being said, too late at night to finish it.
And that's why, and I'm not trying to be negative Nancy here, and I know I've catch flack every single time I talk about baseball in a negative light because I get painted as anti-baseball guy. But I will say the extra innings, the quote-unquote overtime of baseball, especially when you think about playoffs and all of the major four sports in America, it's the worst. It's the worst to me. No. I'm not saying
hold the brakes.
I'm not saying it as a person who I think it's the most fair. It's probably it has to be considered the most fair of all of the big four, but it's the worst to the fans and to the viewing experience because of the ambiguity of time. I just cannot deal with not knowing when the thing is going to end.
So, like, Then I guess tennis would be worse then, right?
I didn't count. I'm talking about the major four. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Tennis, of course. Like, I don't want to be in one of those. What was it, Eisner? And
Yeah,
I would, no. No, absolutely not. I don't even have words to describe.
You can't get me to watch like these big time Alcaraz and them. You can't get me to watch one of those instant classics that's in a normal amount of time, 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Isner versus whatever the other guy's name was.
Yeah, I forget at this point, but no, absolutely not. I will. There are so many. There's a reason why I would never turn the game of cricket on. All right. It's because
that's it. That's the reason. Is that you don't like the overtime situation?
No, I don't like that. You don't know what it's gonna. I need a shot clock, man.
Okay.
I need some kind of like sudden death ness to it. Like you think about overtime hockey in the postseason, and it's like great, next goal wins.
But that's indefinite.
Kind of, but also in hockey, I mean, it's kind of a little bit more definite than baseball. Way more definite than baseball.
I guess because it's sudden death. So just one thing has to happen.
Basketball
in baseball, two things need to happen. You need to prevent the other team from scoring, and you need to score.
It kind of sucks because, like, also it's like you could be in one of those situations where you're like in the 15th inning and you get like a 2-run homer at the top of the 15th, and you're like, oh my God, great. We actually might be able to seal this thing up, and then you give up 2 runs on the bottom, and you're like, all right.
So did you wish a way to have expedited last night's World Series Game 3 would have been the Ghost Runner? That's obviously a regular season rule. You would have preferred that to be in the playoffs too?
I've told you this already. Yeah. I think there should be a cap on how many. Remember, I think we had a damn swing off.
A swing off. That's right. Yes.
I'm a swing off guy.
He wanted.
Ooh, you telling me you would rather watch them walk Shohei Ohtani 20 times than have a swing off? You don't have interest in any one of these teams. You telling me you wouldn't have rather a swing off?
Yeah, Theo Dorsey wants to turn those pineapples upside down, have a swing off, and say, you know what, let's call it a night.
Hey, everybody wins.
I will say that is certainly a cause for change. What happened last night was not changing what extra innings is like in baseball. It's changing the intentional walk rule.
Oh, yeah, come on. Talk to me, please.
Like, that has got to be taken out of the game or at least discouraged from the game. Because if you stayed up late into the wee hours of the night, the least you could get is actual Shohei Ohtani at bats.
That's just show. That is the start. Imagine like Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and like the team is able to just like not allow Kobe to have the ball on offense,
or they just intentionally foul. That's the exact thing. It's an intentional foul where you can shoot one free throw.
But again, it's not even shooting one free throw because he can't even score. Like, he just gets on base.
Well, getting on base is worth something in baseball.
But
there's more scoring. There's more scoring in basketball than baseball.
I know.
Like, a double is essentially the equivalent of an NBA layup. Actually, no, that's not true.
So I'm saying
it's
you're
the
actually
equivalent of like a triple. I don't know.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying at the very, like, if you keep fouling Kobe, he's going to keep making free throws, and that point total is going to keep going up.
But that's also extremely boring. Like, I don't want that either.
That's why the NBA was smart enough to know that viewership matters, and they took the hack-a-Shaq, and they didn't take it out of the game, but they legislated it out with rules that were very constrictive to defenses that chose that method.
So then what do you think about limiting one intentional walk per to a certain player once per game?
How many walks did we have on Ohtani? I need to go in.
5.
5?
4 of them were intentional, and the 5th was unintentionally intentional. They pitched around him in the extra innings.
So you walk the best show in your sport 5 times in a game that is a showcase game, a game in which the Dodgers do take. I guess our journalistic integrity got ahead of us here. The Dodgers win it 6-5 in 18 innings. They take a 2-1 series lead, winning back-to-back.
No one was awake for it, so they're learning about that right now at 2:08 p.m. Like, oh, that's what happened last night.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, by the way, Kate in the YouTube chat says Theo is a hater. Last night was complete cinema, 10 out of 10. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you have the greatest movie in the world but no one's watching because they're asleep, who cares?
Like, what the hell? That is not good. It is not good. And also, it's not good to legislate, to have the best show in your sport be relegated to walking to first base. I have a solution for the intentional walk. That would be great theater. It could turn that into an actual highlight that we can show instead of a montage of Ohtani just walking to the first base. I think that if you make the executive decision to intentionally walk a player, you have to, from the pitching mound, you have to bow down to them. You have to bow down to them, and you have to literally say, "Good sir, you are much too good for me to give a chance." I don't even care.
You're big on the public embarrassment.
Yeah, I want it should feel embarrassing. No, actually don't. Bowing down isn't enough. You should have to walk to the batter's box, grab his hand, and walk him to first base. It should be literally intentionally walking them. I want to see you submit to this man who you are so afraid of. Damn right.
What about?
Do you think the people will still sign up and do it?
Now, it's exceptionally difficult to pick and choose. I don't think that would happen. No.
You don't think? I would not want to do that, especially not in the World Series. You would get
The
tired
opposite,
doing it 5 times.
especially in the World Series. I would make a show out of it because it's so valuable to not have Shohei Ohtani to have the bat in his hands.
So you would actually go and walk him to first base?
Yes.
You would grab his hand and walk, like take off your batter's gloves.
I'd give him a piggyback ride. Yeah, to not have to pitch against Shohei Ohtani.
That's crazy, man. Just forfeit the damn game, dude. Like, what are we doing? Forfeit the game.
What about if you can the definition of a walk is very hard. Uncompetitive pitches, right? Like a pitch that is not in the strike zone is deemed an incompetitive pitch. One of those two words, incompetitive or uncompetitive pitch.
Yeah, that's a mess. Semantics.
Back in when baseball was created, that's how they formulated the rules, and they decided what the strike zone was. 4 uncompetitive pitches give you a walk. Now, an intentional walk is cutting the crap and saying, okay, just put the 4 fingers up. You stopped having to actually throw the football, the baseball, towards the plate, and you get first base. How do you change a walk from an intentional walk? How do you delineate those two? Because you can just bounce the ball 4 times and say, oh, I was trying to throw a strike and I didn't.
All right, well, make them do that. Make them do that, but instead, because I forget when they changed this rule. This happened like
maybe
a
5 or
decade
6
ago?
Yeah, not too long ago. Maybe 7 years ago.
Because you used to have to throw all 4 pitches.
Yes, and then every once in a while you'd have like Vladdy Jr.'s dad swing at pitches that were just a little bit too close.
Yeah.
Or even Barry Bonds, I think, was thinking about swinging at pitches that were intentional walk pitches.
Yeah. So maybe going back to the old way, it prolongs the game. And the reason why you take that out of it is because you don't want to have to watch people sit there and do where the catcher kind of walks away and you do 4 pitches. No, I don't want to see that.
Because if you could truly diagnose whether it was an intentional walk or a regular walk, that's step A. Like that is from point A, you can actually do things here. Because any intentional walk should automatically have that batter take second base. And anyone who's on base advances 2 bases.
So you're saying take 2 bases now?
Exactly. So if you wanted to intentional walk Shohei Ohtani and there's no one on base, he gets second. And if someone's on second base, they get home plate.
Oh, they get home.
Yes.
Wow.
But that is saying you need to know whether or not it's an intentional walk or not. And that's what makes it very difficult.
Measure that? Maybe there should be more. There should be another zone added. There's a strike zone, there's a ball zone, and then there's an intentional walk zone. If you throw it so many inches outside of the strike zone, and this is why we're bringing computers into this thing anyway.
Okay. So we got to read the minds of these pitchers. Like, hey, you got to mean it. If you're going to pitch to them, you better, hey.
No. even an inadvertent, unintentional walk. So imagine this. You throw a wild pitch, I'm sorry. But because of the new rules of the game, because we stayed up until 3 a.m. to watch Shohei Ohtani get walked 5 times, now that errant pitch you just threw turned into an intentional walk, and that could be a way in which you lose a game. Sorry.
Okay.
Unintended consequences.
I'd like to keep pulling at this thread because this was my main takeaway from last night. One of 2 main takeaways from last night is that we need to, as a society, not as a sport, not as a league, but as citizens of our society, we need to eliminate the intentional walk from Major League Baseball and maybe baseball as a whole because it really hurt anyone who stayed up for 18 innings. They didn't see Shohei Ohtani at bats. Like, that's crazy.
That's kind of wild.
You are deserving of watching Shohei Ohtani at bats if you are awake at 1:30 a.m. watching baseball.
Joel says that on the West Coast, they got to get it all in the YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm. Always, if you're not listening to us on your smart speakers or on the ESPN South Florida app, tap in on YouTube, and you can stream it and join the conversation. Yeah, sure. You can watch 18. I think it was 6 hours and 30 minutes was the total runtime of the baseball game last night, this morning. And the intentional walk part of it, the fact that there was less Ohtani, more baseball, less Ohtani, is absolutely why that thing needs to be changed. But game 4, we get more Ohtani.
Ohtani at bats last night. Double, home run, double, home run. All right, now we're in extras. Here we freaking go.
Nice.
Walk, 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 walk.
Nice. Perfect. Thank God.
What?
What are we doing? You know what, though? I will say this. At the very least, we do have the Dodgers now 2 wins away from starting to, erupt as this dynasty in baseball. I know you don't like this as a Yankees fan, but it's going to matter more. It's going to matter a lot more when they do get this World Series win, which I'm counting already.
Yeah, that brings me to the second takeaway from last night. Yeah, this isn't good. How is it that you take 3 Japanese players that are not in this league and they all end up on the same team? Like, there's a way to manage an influx of talent into a league, and we call that the draft. Like it happens in other sports. Yeah. It happens in the NBA, right? Like, you draft guys that are playing overseas. There's a way, checks and balances, to make sure the best teams doesn't get the best available new talent in baseball. So how is it not – and I understand I don't want to pocket watch here.
Oh, yeah.
Because what I'm essentially inferring is that the Japanese guys that come over, or from any country, if they're coming from Korea, if they're coming from the DR, they should have to be drafted so that the teams that are very bad works the parity. And now, all of a sudden, a Shohei OHTANI, which is a bad example because he went from the Angels to the Dodgers, but a Sasaki, a Yamamoto, they should have had been at least separated across Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
not consolidated into the best power in the sport.
Yeah, because imagine if the Lakers could just bring Victor Wembanyama over.
Yeah, they signed him. Like, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
They had the best offer on the table. No, that's awful.
You're not wrong. But baseball is, like, since when has this been a sport that has cared that much about it? They're the only major sport that doesn't have the salary cap. They're run by the money. It's the benefit teams like yours. You're a Yankees fan. I can't believe you're calling for this. Marlins fans should be the one saying that.
No, I don't benefit from that much because, like, the L.A. time zone and, like, the L.A. flights from Japan are easier than the ones in New York. So I'm not benefiting from this whatsoever.
They can buy it. They can still. I'm saying y'all have the pockets. You're talking about pocket watching, and the New York teams have the pockets.
I'm pocket watching for, like, the players themselves, because if that players that were coming from leagues outside of the United States were to be drafted, their income would be significantly limited than if they were just free agents and signed. That's what I'm saying. Because we're saying this contract that you have Paul Skeens on right now, that's what I am alluding to, that should go to guys that are coming from outside the country into the country. We got to start somewhere. And then you play your rookie contract, and then you are a free agent, and you can sign somewhere else. An influx of talent from outside the league into the league should be spread apart to create parity. In a league with no salary cap, maybe we'll get one eventually, but there isn't one right now. Every checks and balances in order to maintain parity is very important. And it's a severe lack one we have right now.
Yeah, and I will say this, at the very least, if you're going to have that, then you can greater appreciate guys like Freddie Freeman, who did it the way that you like. Freddie Freeman, by the way, do we have the home run call for Freddie Freeman, who ended it all? 18 innings, 6 hours, 30 minutes. We're talking about a marathon, not a sprint. And it was Freddie Freeman who came up in the 18th inning and sent the Dodgers fans home happy, and it sounded like this.
Los Angeles. Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the catch strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero with the last word on a Game 3 classic.
That call, courtesy Joe Davis of Fox Sports. Freddie Freeman ending it all. And C-Cat, there were like 5 close calls. So it seemed like that ramp up in his voice wasn't just for like dramatization. It was like, oh, are we getting teased again?
Oh, yeah.
This isn't over
Who
yet.
was it that hit one that was exceptionally close? It almost got it. It was Will Smith. That's who it was. And this is what it sounded like when Joe Davis thought he was going to get his extra innings, walk-off home run moment in 2025. Of course, he had one last year with Freddie Freeman against the Yankees in Game 1.
Left center, Will Smith. Oh, falls just short. Sent it in the same direction.
The crowd as well. Everybody came down in that moment. Yeah. The crowd as well. Like that's going to change the way you call every shot after that point. Yeah, if you're Joe Davis. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. You got to you can't unload everything you got pent up. You got a long, slow burn of a baseball game, and here's the no, it's not yet. You got to wait 4 more innings, pal.
Pump the brakes, big dog. I do want to see from the good people, theoretically speaking, what your thoughts are around that specifically, the intentional walk rule, not the Freddie Freeman home run. That was great. That ended a marathon of a game, but maybe the game ends earlier if Shohei Ohtani is actually able to use his bat. 888-760-3776, 888-760-3776. We've been getting YouTube comments about fixes to the intentional walk rule to help legislate it out, similar to the Hack-a-Shack, hopefully similar to the tush push. Like, right? Like, the tush push got to go too, right, Z-Cat?
Man, it was painful to watch Eagles-Giants over the weekend. Like, the tush push has a countdown clock to the end of the 2025-26 season because of how bad it's gotten and different ways in which it now should be taken out of the league.
Why wait?
Before, like, you kind of had a point that it's not a fun product, so, like, why are we fighting for this anyway? Like, it's just not a fun play to watch. We should get rid of it on principle alone. But now there are actual officiating problems, inconsistencies in the officiating, actually cheating that it's hard to catch. Yeah, the tush push is gone, and so should the intentional walk.
Help us fix the intentional walk. They walked Ohtani 5 times. That's 5 times too many on the biggest stage of baseball. Help us fix it. For me, I think you should have to walk him to the base, hand in hand, interlock fingers, and call him big dog. That's what I think you should have to do. If you have joint pain, if you have any issues with your body, muscular issues, Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. I want to welcome you to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. I know y'all's lifestyle here in South Florida. You play tennis, you play pickleball. You might even play a little flag football. Maybe you're playing under 40 tackle football. Is it 40 under 40? What is it, 45?
40U?
40U, that's, yeah. Either way, if you've had some injuries, if you've suffered some sports ailments, get back to the sports you love. Get back to the life you lived before and the activities that you'd like to get to. BaptistHealth.net/ortho. Get back to the action. Learn more at BaptistHealth.net/ortho. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. CK, who we got?
We got Leo in Riviera Beach joining in, and Theo, you should take a sip of water while he's talking. That's
what I'm gonna do.
What's up, Leo?
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call as always. I just had to disagree with the intentional walk that your guys' takes on the intentional walk, because one was to keep pitchers from just pitching around the guy for 4 pitches. Mookie Betts to step up. If Mookie Betts would have been 4 for 8 instead of 1 for 8, then maybe the pitcher would have thought twice, just to think twice before they pitched Shohei Ohtani. So that's one way to prevent an intentional walk, is if the guy behind you is better than 200 or better than batting 100, 150 or whatever, 125. If he's batting better than that, maybe they'll think twice before intentional walking to get to the next guy, because Mookie Betts needs to really step it up. He was like 0 for 4. I think he was 1 for 8 last night, and that's not really good at all. So
that's bad. That's bad.
I really disagree with the intentional walk rule. You got to do something to try and strategize, and the people behind you got all-stars behind them. You got the all-stars behind them. Got to hit to make them pay for that intentional walk.
That's a good call, Leo. You're not wrong about that, and I appreciate the call. Good people, Leo. Love hearing from my guy, the Lion. But I gotta say, C-Cat, I am thinking about the fact that Shohei's not getting a chance to bat, and he's right. Mookie Betts is paid like fractionally less, and he's almost as big of a star.
Yeah,
he has to be better in that spot. That's supposed to be the deterrent. That's supposed to be the deterrent naturally.
It's not that the Dodgers didn't get to use Shohei Ohtani's bat. It's that we didn't get to see Shohei Ohtani bat as a neutral observer of baseball, and this is the grandest stage. Like you said, this was Hack-a-Shack in Game 3 of the finals. Like, not good. This is the hack-a-shack of baseball. This is taking this supreme athlete, maybe, in the entire sport right now, and saying, you know what? You can't play baseball tonight.
Yeah.
You're actually just going to be waving the white flag in any matchup with you. You are going to go on first base, and that is that. You can still base, sure, fine. But you are not going to swing the bat anymore, even though you are being paid nearly $1 billion of deferred money to do just that.
You had to throw the deferred money in, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Didn't you?
You know, it's a flaw in the game, and we're trying to fix the flaws. Because no one's perfect. No one's perfect whatsoever. And we also have joining us on the Baptist Health Hotline. Next up in line from Palm Beach, we bring in Ryan. What's up, Ryan?
Ryan.
What's up, guys? Thank you for taking my call. The comparison that I would make is it's halftime in a football game, and the offense doesn't want to push down the field with the 30 seconds left and potential turnover to ruin what they got going on. But last night was definitely out of hand. Maybe they could, in extra innings, like the college overtime, you got to go for 2. Once you get to a certain point in the game, no more intentional walking. You just got to pitch to them.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you know what? That's not bad. That's not a bad idea.
Right. Like, if we can eliminate the intentional walk, I think everyone would be better for that. We got to get to the first point.
But here's the issue, though. You got to pitch to him. How do you legislate that? Same thing as I said earlier.
Right, yeah.
Because he could just pitch around them slightly,
Yeah, you penalize guys that have lack of control, whether it's intentional or unintentional. If you throw a certain amount of balls, there is a penalty racked up to where walks are more penalizing, or maybe you're out of the game.
Are you like treating them like sandbags and spades, where it's like you get so many walks after this inning or so many balls thrown?
Yeah, I guess. I've never played spades before, but I'm sure it's a great comparison. I'm going to trust you on that one.
Got to get you on spades.
I play Kemps, not spades.
Who?
Kemps.
Okay.
It's a teammate game, 2v2 in the Chester Academy lunchroom. Well, yeah.
Is it? Okay, I'll ask you about that in the break. Kemps?
Kemps. Yeah.
Okay, never heard of it. Never heard of it.
But yeah, if we can specifically figure out a way to legislate this, it needs to. Like, no one in their right mind says, oh, I'd like intentional walks.
Yeah.
Just, if it was running for president, intentional walks, it would get 0% of the votes. No one likes intentional walks. Let's get rid of intentional walks.
I just don't know how.
But first, we got to identify the intentional walk, and it looks like it's kind of impossible. So
once we switch to full AI, full, robots, counting balls and strikes, I think it becomes a lot easier because there's an intentional walk zone, and then there's a ball zone, and there's a strike zone.
Yeah.
And if you throw a wild pitch, then damn it, you screwed yourself. Have better control.
So if this rule was in place last night, you would have pitchers that are just trying to paint the 6 inches outside the strike zone away from Shohei Ohtani so that they were balls, but not unhittable pitches.
Yeah.
That pitch can be hit. Like, people get hits and they hit home runs on pitches that are out of the strike zone.
There we go. And if you're Shohei and you swing at it, you're taking a risk.
Okay.
And if you're the pitcher and you miss too far outside,
you know what?
You're penalized.
I like that because we are going to automatic balls and strikes.
Yeah.
We'll be using that technology next year. It'll be on a challenge basis where if you get it right, you retain the 2 that you have. If we can register what's a strike and what's a ball, we can register what is a strike, what is a ball, and what is an unhittable pitch or an intentional ball.
I might be onto something.
You might unintentionally throw a pitch that's declared an intentional ball, but that's on you.
That's on you.
Dude, you're a professional pitcher. Like, come on, dude.
Be better.
And now, so what happens if you throw an intentional ball?
And if you throw outside of that zone,
I
think that's up to the Major League Baseball to decide.
You're due to fine.
Yeah.
We're going to start deducting your paycheck if you can't throw the baseball near the plate.
The batter gets to come to the bump and give you a spanking on the way to the second base. Second base.
Dude, what happened this weekend? You've had like 5 days off and you're coming back about public humiliation, like getting into something new? Like, what's going on?
Homecoming, man. 10 year. Things get wild. Things also get wild at the 2025 Boca Raton Bowl. Hey, man, it's a class reunion.
You got some new ideas.
Yeah.
You got a new outlook on life.
Yeah, man. It changed my life out there at my home by the sea.
Bought some handcuffs or something?
Hey, man. With little spikes on them. The 2025 Boca Raton Bowl is kicking off its 12th year. No handcuffs there. Just a lot of football and a lot of partying. Tuesday, December 23rd at 2 p.m. at Flagler Credit Union Stadium at Florida Atlantic University. That game's going to air on ESPN. It'll be on ESPN 106.3. We will be there as well. It is 2 days before Christmas. Two of the biggest and best teams from the Group of Five going to battle it out for this shot at the title. For more information, go to BocaRatonBowl.com. Follow along on Twitter at Boca Bowl and Facebook.com/Boca Bowl for more updates. The 2025 Boca Raton Bowl, December 23rd at FAU's Flagler Credit Union Stadium. It's going to be fun. We'll see you there. More Theoretically Speaking on the other side on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies.
Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Serving clients for over 30 years, Team IP has been the #1 souvenir merchandiser in the U.S., proudly powering over 2,800 events and 24 college football bowl games every year, including ESPN, ESPN events, and the Boca Raton Bowl, right here in South Florida. From custom apparel to branded promo gear, we bring your event to life. Want to boost your brand? Visit teamip.com and make Team IP your team today. Teamwork makes the dream work.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or BradleyAir.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Welcome into the Kaiser Sports Update. I'm Cade Shumsland. It was a clean sweep last Saturday for Seahawks sports. Both men's and women's soccer teams and the football team defeated their respective Weber International opponents, all in shutout fashion, along with the women's volleyball team taking down Southeastern University. Big week upcoming for the Seahawks. This Wednesday will mark the last regular season games for the soccer season. The women's squad hopes to hold on to their #1 ranking in the country, while the #4 men's team looks to keep their undefeated season alive.
Up in Georgia, the number 25 ranked men's team looks to build off their trip to the round of 16 last spring at number 22 Life University. The women's team will play at Reinhardt University. For times and tickets on all of Kaiser University's athletic events, head to kuseahawks.com.
Elevate your drive with the new 2026 Range Rover Velar P250S, where sleek design meets powerful performance. Lease it today for just $749 a month for 36 months, with $6,995 due at signing. This is your chance to command the road in signature Range Rover style. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and make sophistication yours. Land Rover, above and beyond.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
And we have Tina. That's right. Sea-Cat's on the other side of the glass. Tina's in the house, an early happy hour today. This is like one of those times where you go to the bar and it's like 3:45 and happy hour doesn't start till 4, but the bartender's real cool.
Yeah.
She's like, I got you. Don't worry about that. What would you like? What would you like, honey? Boom. Slide you the menu. And then she still charges you full price. It's like, what the hell is that? Thought you were giving me a hookup. You just wanted the extra money on the tip. Tina's in the house, though. How you feeling, Tina? How was your weekend?
It was good. I had an amazing time at the Jonas Brothers concert on Friday.
Nice.
And then a productive but like chill weekend.
They still going by that name?
Yeah.
Just thought they might like do like
Still
an all
brothers.
type name.
They're
Yeah,
still
I know.
brothers.
Man.
It's the three of them.
Still kind of childish.
Well, like, they're not the
What
naked.
else would they be called?
Yeah, the Naked
Brother
Brothers
Jonas?
band.
Like maybe the Jonas Bros.
The Joe
They
Bros.
go by Joe Bros.
Joe Bros.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, see, they do have a more evolved name. Like when Lil Bow Wow grew up, he started going by Bow Wow.
Well, that's an easy omission of little. If they were the little Jonas Brothers, then they would go by the Jonas Brothers.
But yeah,
That would be very limiting.
I feel like we say now Joe Bros, but
Joe Bros.
they're the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, Jonas Brothers sounds childish. But how was it? It was good.
It was amazing.
Okay.
Oh, are they still considered a boy band?
They
Are they a man band now?
Right. I actually had this conversation recently. Like they are still gender-wise boys compared to being girls.
Okay.
So, but I've never heard of the term man band.
Man
Like,
band.
A man band is just a band.
Just a band.
So I guess they are still a boy band.
Nah, they're a
Once a
band.
boy band, always a boy band.
Nah.
Even if you are not, I don't know, called boys anymore because you're old enough to be considered man.
Did the Beatles start as a boy band? 'Cause they were really young. I know they weren't teenagers, but one of them might have been. If we go back into the annals of time.
I'm going to ask our good friend ChatGPT.
Yeah, because
and they're going to tell me, how do you classify a boy band?
What makes a boy band? Yeah.
you gotta make kind of childish kind of music, I think.
You got to be heartthrobs. One of you has to be considered a heartthrob. You can't all three be ugly.
Wouldn't it be
Right,
only everyone in the band is a boy? And that's
They
not
have
the,
to all be
that's
boys,
not the
for sure.
Jonas Brothers though. Like they have
Wait,
so
they
I
have a
real
girl in
like
it?
they have a
wait.
girl who plays the guitar.
Ah,
I know, but she's not part of the
but
Joe Bros.
I
though.
think that
she
she
can
came.
she can wear the shirt all she wants.
I think though she came from DNCE where Joe Jonas sang. Like that was his band.
Are they actual brothers?
Yes, they're actual
Okay,
brothers.
just
There's
making
another
sure.
brother too, a younger brother, Frankie. But he's
There's
not a part
four of them?
There's
Yeah.
four.
But he
And-
sucks at music?
No, he
Okay.
opened for them.
Okay, good.
Also, the All American Rejects was like Frankie Jonas was the opener, and then it was the All American Rejects, which was very strange, weird.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
They were odd. It was the three songs I knew were fine and good, but interesting opener for the Jonas Brothers.
Joe Bros. The Joe
Joe
Bros.
Bros.
Okay. Cocktail of the day, maybe?
Today's cocktail of the day is called After 18 because going 18 innings last night, that's
Oh.
insane.
So many innings.
Yeah, I didn't watch the baseball game even. I
Yeah.
didn't watch it at all.
Yeah, yeah.
But like
It was-
knowing,
it was like 3 baseball games worth of baseball.
Yeah, I was like, how do we make a
So,
relatable
Theo,
cocktail?
Theo, you worked in local news. Like, what happened with like the local news people that planned on going on after World Series Game 3? Did they just like Set a campfire.
You have to wait. It sucks. And it also has to suck even more with baseball because it is so ambiguous.
Wait, that was on your old station, so that could have been you.
Yes, that would have been me. Yes, that would have been me.
Were you texting and talking smack like, sucks to be you. I'm going to bed.
I actually was sleeping. I was, the hell? I didn't think it would go 18 when I went to sleep just like everybody else in America. But no, you have to literally sit in the station and watch idly as you see, and you're rooting for the game to end. You could be a Dodgers fan, and if the Blue Jays go up 3, you're like, all right, come on, let's just wrap this thing up. We'll get them a game 4.
Yeah, it's not worth 4 more hours of labor. I'm going to get paid the same as whether or not it ends an hour later.
I reposted on my Instagram story my good friend Harold, who works in Kansas City for the Fox station, he didn't go on air until 3:07 a.m.
Oh, my God.
And guess what? Guess what? He led a 30-minute solo sportscast at that point. It was a sports show.
Oh, so like people that just pieced out? They were supposed to be there and it got too late?
No, I don't. I think that was always going to be the operation was he's going to have his sports segment, which is 30 minutes following the World Series because you want to highlight sports following a major event on your local station. So on my Instagram, at Theo Dorsey TV, you can see the way in which he started his sports show. I'll give you a hint. He was sitting on the ground looking exhausted in his full suit.
Wow.
Imagine that. You went into work regularly. You weren't anticipating starting your sportscast at 3:07. You thought it started at like 11.
That's brutal.
It is a brutal night, but nobody cares about us local sports.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. What they do care about is their cocktail of the day, the 18 and under or something?
After 18.
Okay.
18 and under.
I don't know.
No, 18 and over. This guy's got a couple of strikes against him today.
Yeah, that's bad. That was bad. That was bad. I'm talking about basketball leagues, dude.
This cocktail is like mint chocolate chip. From the ingredients, you've got coffee liqueur, white peppermint liqueur, chocolate syrup, milk, and then just some ice cubes.
Is this what you're supposed to do after a round of golf? Is that the...
After 18?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's like, no, I wouldn't have this probably after golf. It's like a dessert cocktail. Maybe end the day.
Yeah.
With it.
Well, it sounds disgusting.
That's how you end the day. How do you start the day?
You start the day at 45.
Nice.
Because it's the best way to start the day. Like, you just get going, you move your body, it makes you feel good. If I don't start the day at F45, you might know it here at ESPN West Palm. I might be a little bit cranky.
What does F45 stand for?
Functional 45.
Oh.
You almost stumped me there.
Like, CCAT asked
like 45 minutes?
Random follow-up.
Yes.
Oh, that's what he was looking for.
Functional 45. 45-minute workout. It's great because it's early in the morning. It's 5:15 when I go. I'm waking up. I don't got to think about what muscle group am I going to work out today. I walk in. There's TVs there to show me what to do. There's a clock, a timer going on to count down when I'm resting, when I'm going. There's a trainer there to help you if you need any modifications, to tell you what to do. F45, a functional 45-minute workout. You can go in the morning. You can go in the afternoon. You can go in the evening, whenever works best for your schedule. Go check out F45 Palm Beach Gardens, right off PGA Boulevard, or go to F45training.com to find a location near you.
Get the muscles going.
So, Tina, do you have an opinion on whether or not we should get the intentional walk out of baseball?
What?
All right, so you got to get in the batter's box, right?
So you're with it. So you're against it.
So you know how, like, 4 balls and you take first base.
Yes.
Easy rule to remember.
Yeah.
Now, what's happening in a lot of baseball games these days, it happened a lot to Barry Bonds because he was considered the greatest of all time, especially when he's in his prime. Like, oh, no, I'm not going to take a chance at throwing a baseball in the strike zone of Barry Bonds because he probably hit a home run. So instead, I'm going to throw him 4 pitches that he can't hit that are out of the strike zone so that he automatically takes first base.
Oh.
So it's good for the Giants because they have a runner on first base, but it's good for their opposition because, well, no more Barry Bonds home run hit against them.
Yeah.
It's happening to Shohei Ohtani right now, where he got intentionally walked 4 times in extra innings, and if he got walked a 5th time, that was not officially intentional, but they pitched around him. So do you think that should be allowed in baseball or not allowed in baseball?
Not allowed. That's boring.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The
That's
best
boring.
show. You're taking away the superstar. Like, we want to watch the superstars play.
I like this. This is like in the NFL, where it's like when Derrick Henry's in his prime, it's like, oh, you give the football to Derrick Henry? Wave the white flag. It's actually only a 5-yard game.
Oh, that's crazy.
Exactly. Like, that's a good gain. Like, you'll take 5 yards on the ground if you're an offense.
Yeah.
But when you have Derrick Henry with the football, a lot of the promise that you have and the reason that you signed him to big dollars is because he can break one for 40 yards, for 50 yards, for a touchdown. You want the football in Derrick Henry's arms with the chance that maybe he doesn't gain 5 yards. Maybe he gets stuffed. Maybe Shohei Ohtani does strike out.
Right.
Maybe he pops up.
Not impossible.
But for a defense, the guys in the field, the defense, the guys on the football field, to cut their losses like that and not allow to have the big play happen, it undermines the sport. It hurts the sport. And we're going to get rid of it. We are going to get rid of it.
Devontae in the YouTube chat says that they might have a walk count in the future.
Okay, so
that's the issue, though. Like, how do you actually, like...
So you just judge intentional walks?
No, just walks in general.
Right, exactly. Count. You treat them the same. So there's nothing delineated as an intentional walk or a regular walk. Once you on the mound walk a certain amount of guys, what's the maybe a run scores. Maybe you automatically give up a run.
And that's kind of what sandbags are in spades. So put it simply, in spades, players know you bid a certain amount before you play your hand. If you bid under and you play and score, or you score more turns than you bid, then you get sandbags on top of your score. 7 sandbags, and you lose a certain amount of points. So maybe instead of losing a run, the other team earns a run after acquiring a certain amount of walks.
All right, we're cooking here. We're actually on fire here because now I'm going to use wrestling.
Uh-oh.
Not professional wrestling, not that wrestling, like actual collegiate, singlet, on the mat. That type of wrestling.
Yeah.
They're stalling calls. What is the equivalent to stalling in baseball? Well, it's pitching around a guy.
Yeah.
Throwing him balls outside the zone. You can't hurt me. Yeah, you'll get on first base, but I'm not going to get taken down in a wrestling match because I'm stalling. I'm letting the clock run out. Stalling, you get a point after your first warning on the wrestling mat. Also, riding time. That's when you have control. If you win the riding time by a certain amount of time, you get a point. There is precedence across all other sports of refusing to engage. That's what this is.
The shot clock. That's why we need a shot clock in high school basketball.
Yeah, you're refusing to engage. You are abstaining from the action whatsoever. That's what a pitcher is doing when he walks a batter, intentional or unintentional.
No more running.
That's why a lot of walks happen in Major League Baseball, or why a majority of the walks happen in Major League Baseball. It's not because these guys don't know how to throw strikes. It's because they are trying to avoid throwing a pitch where a professional baseball hitter can hit it out of the park or square it up and hit it in the gap. They can throw that in the zone if they wanted to, but they don't want to risk it. So not only are you penalizing a pitcher who's chicken, but you're penalizing a team who is going to be chicken. Like, oh, you're intentionally walking him. Okay, that's one strike. Not a strike. Wrong use for baseball.
Yeah.
That's one against you.
Yeah, that was more of a metaphor.
If you walk 5 batters in a game,
it's an earned run.
That's a run.
That's a run.
That's a run.
You know what? More scoring. Who says no to more scoring?
I mean, that wouldn't be an exciting way to score.
I know. I'm just saying. Well, it would prevent walks. Though.
Yes,
exactly. It would make you
circumvent
circumvent walks. So it would also get you to pitch in the zone more, which again, more scoring.
Yes, because you as a team, it's advantageous to save all your walks for the 9th inning. When all of a sudden, there is a runner on second base and Shohei Ohtani's up. So yes, he'll get walked then. But for 8 innings before that, we had baseball where there was no walks because they were throwing strikes. So you're having balls put in play more.
18 innings and we got 11 total runs. 18, I get it, man.
Pitcher's duels can be good.
I know a good pitcher duel can be good, but I don't like when the last 18 innings. And not when you got those kind of hitters coming up to the plate and we got Shohei Ohtani getting walked 4 times or 5 times. Give me some more action.
Okay.
Tina.
This reminds me of St. Lucie Battery and Tire. I can't explain why, but it does.
This exactly. I was just going to get to that.
It's weird. We have like a good little rapport.
Yes. Because maybe we pump the brakes on intentional walks.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tina talks about St. Lucie Battery.
Yes.
That was good, Theo. St. Lucie Battery and Tire. Pump the brakes. Stop at the location I love to go to, Blue Heron and Military Trail, or they've got locations throughout Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. I have needed tires recently, a new battery. I had some maintenance to be done. I go to St. Lucie Battery and Tire. I don't want to figure out things on my own. I trust the experts over there. Go to slbt.com to see the services that they provide or the closest location to you.
Tina, we got Monday midterms here on the other side, so I am excited to extend my lead right now. I am beating CCAT 24-22.
This is when we test the ball knowledge
Yes.
of one another. Who paid attention the most over the weekend?
And in this NFL weekend, I was actually being suffocated by homecoming activities in Hampton, Virginia, and CCAT was eyes glued on the television screen, so he's got a bit of an advantage. He's got a bit of an advantage. So we'll do Monday midterms here on the other side. Before we do go to break, though, I do want to tell the good people about how we can have Monday midterms on the other side because CCAT says we actually have to go to break first. So that's CCAT, that's Tina. It's Monday midterms on the other side on Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Every family has dreams, a vacation, a new car, or a rainy day fund. With a Boost savings account from Flagler Credit Union, your dreams can become reality. Earn up to 3.25 annual percentage yield with no minimum balance, no monthly fees, and easy access to your funds. Whether you're saving for life's big moments or everyday expenses, a Boost savings account helps you reach your goals faster. Open a Boost savings account today and start boosting your future at Flagler Credit Union. Boost checking is required. Other qualifications apply. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
It's a Twin Peaks Tuesday. Twin Peaks, the ultimate sports lodge for eats, drinks, and scenic views. This is ESPN 106.3.
This Halloween, the scariest thing on your team shouldn't be your books. Don't be scared. Jay Zolo and Associates is here to exercise your bookkeeping nightmares. With QuickBooks Online and expert care, let Jay Zolo bring your books from RIP to MVP. Let the only skeletons you deal with be the ones in costumes. Visit jzolo.com today. That's JZOLLO.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
I do believe we are punting on our Halloween episode here of actually getting dressed up in a costume. But Tina, if the good people want to, what you say? Are we not?
No, yeah, we are.
We are. We're going to punt on it this year. We'll be back.
You two can dress up on Friday.
No, it's not the same.
No, I got to get on a flight afterwards.
Yeah.
Imagine having like face paint and like sitting 42B for 12 hours.
That'd be crazy. Hey, 12-hour flight. This guy's going.
Yeah, we were going to be on Sportsmanlike.
We were going to be on
What if we could
Sportsmanlike.
have done that next year? Now they know.
Wait, why would you be painting your face? Are you going to be candy?
Yeah, I was gonna...
Oh, a little blackface joke. Oh, Tina, don't get face paint from the Garden Mall, but do get your costumes from the Gardens Mall.
You get face paint at the Gardens Mall? What are you talking about?
Don't get a certain color of face paint if you are...
Avoid the face paint.
Okay, avoid the face paint.
No,
But experience.
Don't eat CCAT. Don't advocate.
I want to be the Joker for Halloween. I'm going to wear face paint.
Okay, good. Okay. Not if you want to be canty.
You.
It's the only thing I ask. Eye black, maybe. Eye black.
Like J.J. McCarthy.
No,
Yeah.
no, not J.J.
Like right on the
McCarthy.
cheeks.
Tina, make them stop. Gardens Mall, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
You can experience all the Halloween magic at the Gardens Mall up until Friday. Halloween is on Friday. That's crazy. Gather around the not-so-spooky cottage at the Batty Manor in the Grand Court to see the Halloween Stiltwalkers from 1 to 4 p.m. On the weekend, this Saturday was where you could bring all the little monsters to the kids club and attend the spooky soiree, wear your costume to the Grand Court, and indulge in offers from participating stores starting at noon. This is going on until Friday. Booga and Hoogas will also be in the house for a special performance at 1 p.m. Stick around to have your photo taken with the silly stars of the show or tune up your singing voice and polish your dancing shoes for Booga and Hooga's Haunted House Party Sing-Along, Do-Along. Fun is brewing at the Gardens Mall, all the Halloween magic up until this Friday, located 1 mile east of I-95 on PJ Boulevard.
Let's do it. And by the way, my guy Weg says in the YouTube chat, I should be Gucci Mane for Halloween. Gucci Mane performed at Hampton University's homecoming.
How about that?
How about some Monday midterms?
How
Ball
does this work
knowledge
again?
test. Tina gives us the questions, 6 questions from the football weekend in the NFL. We answer. and she tells us we're right. We have whiteboards.
Yes.
Exactly. So we answer at the same time on our whiteboard, and
Yes.
then once she says pencils down, boards up, we give the answer to both our YouTube audience and our radio audience.
There were NFL games this weekend. How about that?
I mean, there really were none worth watching.
All of them blowouts. Good weekend for Major League Baseball to have that. If only Shohei Ohtani could actually swing his bat. Tina, let's get the Monday midterms kicked off on a Tuesday.
You mentioned it. Blowouts were the story of the weekend. How many one-score games were there in Week 8?
I think I got it.
Goodness.
Pencils down. Boards
right.
up.
I think there was numero uno,
I
right?
went two. I only
'Cause I think it was
one.
only the Jets-Bengals game. I think everything else was
Yeah.
outside of possession.
You are correct, CCAP.
I should have went with my gut. I just thought I was missing one. I'm like, I know Jets Bengals.
You picked the perfect weekend to be out of town and out of
Yeah.
commission. Like, this was a day where I had nothing going on Sunday. I got an early tea time. I got back home in time for kickoff, and I regretted it. Like, I wish I played 36 holes on Sunday instead of actually watched football.
Didn't you also go shopping?
Yeah.
Shopping spree cat.
Yeah.
Shopping spree cat. Yeah.
Yeah, I did go shopping. I bought new underwear. And it's uncomfortable going to buy new underwear when that's the only thing you buy. And not that this matters, but it's like a female cashier. Like, hey, my first impression to you is I need new drawers.
I ran out of underwear. She's
Exactly.
probably like, you probably have a lot of holes in them.
Something happened to where I need new underwear. You don't know. Like, for all we know, it could be anything. But I need new underwear.
I don't think she immediately goes to like something happened. You might just need some new pairs.
But yeah, but dudes don't just go buy underwear unless it's an emergency.
Yes,
you know?
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of guys like to wait for it to be gifted to them.
It was a hole situation. I kept on getting holes.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? The time is now.
What are you doing in these underwear?
I love that for you.
What's the next?
Which
You
team?
couldn't imagine what I'm doing in these underwear. You couldn't handle.
I don't want to. I prefer not to.
Which team was the highest scoring of the week?
Oh, I think I know this one. Ooh.
I lost my eraser, so I'm gonna write it right below my last answer.
Idiot. All right.
All right, pencils down, boards
They're a
up.
machine, aren't they?
Oh.
It's gotta be the Colts.
I got Jets.
Theo thought the Jets.
It's got to be the Broncos.
Oh!
No!
I forgot
Really?
they even, oh, you're right. They be running it up at the end, dog.
Did.
Yeah.
They had like, what, 40?
40.
40. Well, the Jets had 39, so I was one off.
They had 39. I thought it was 29.
39-38, I think. Jets Bengals. It was a
Wow.
shootout. Yeah. All right.
Brees
so we
Hall
both lose
threw a
that one.
touchdown.
Brees Hall threw a game-winning touchdown with under 2 minutes to go. The first running back to do that, I think, in modern NFL history.
To beat me in fantasy.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Sorry.
3 teams were held to single digits in week 8. Name them 1 point for each.
Okay, I got one right off the freaking bat.
Good job.
And you know what? Number 2's coming off second off the freaking bat.
All right, well, that would have to be the case. That's how that works.
And now I got to think of the third.
Whew, this is tough. That's right. Sing it out. Sing it out.
Ooh,
man, who only got one score?
Ooh, I think I got this.
This is terrible.
It's a crime family in Batman.
Yeah, that doesn't help you. I think you knew that.
Pencils down.
All right.
Boards up.
I'm going to go with the Saints, the Commanders, and the Falcons.
Saints was the one I missed. I got the Commanders, Falcons, and the 49ers.
Tina, which of us are right?
So, the Panthers.
Panthers.
The Saints.
Yeah.
And the Commanders.
Hey.
All right, so I only got one.
See, I got
Dang.
2.
So out of the 3 available points there, you only got 1?
And how many did you get?
I got 2.
So that's not that much more. So
Double.
like
at this rate.
Like one more.
Jeez Louise.
So you have 3 points. I have 1 point so far?
Uh-oh. We are all tied up in the season-long standings.
All right, but we have a lot more to go today.
2 teams have won 5 straight games currently, the longest streak in the league. Name one of them.
Always have this question.
Yeah, I
Yes,
don't know
you
why
do.
at this point I have not caught on.
Name one of these teams.
Name one of them.
I've got one of these teams. I think they were the answer last week, so I think I've got this pretty confidently.
One of the teams that have won 5 straight.
Yes.
It ain't the
There are only
Steelers.
2 teams. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, man! Why do I not know this?
Uh-oh. Mr. Talks About Sports for a living doesn't know this. Gosh. Time to learn a trade, buddy. You know how to code?
I don't know how to code either. Suck at life.
I went with the Patriots.
Oh, the Patriots is right, and I got the Seahawks, and I'm wrong.
The two teams are the Broncos
and
the Patriots.
Yeah! I'll let you, boy.
All right, I'm down 4-1 today. This is like the worst performance
Damn.
ever. This sucks. Okay, what's the next question? I know Tina's got to get out of here soon.
Okay, texted I might be a few minutes late.
Good
It's
text.
important stuff.
This quarterback had the most passing yards in Week 8 with 360 yards.
Ooh, I think I actually know this one.
I don't. This is bad.
No, he aired this out this weekend. I think I got it.
This is bad. This is so bad.
Yeah, this is a great answer. You never would have thought we'd be answering this.
Oh, my God.
Pencils down, boards up.
I'm getting killed today. Bo Nix.
We've got Justin Fields in the cut.
Not 360.
We've got you're both wrong.
No.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. Oh, I'm so blown. That was on Sunday night, too. He was killing it. 20 straight completions.
So many bad games, man. None of this
I
stuff
know.
seeped in except for the Falcons eliminating me from my survivor pool.
I'm sorry about that, CCAT.
That really
bad
sucked.
beat.
And I actually would have switched if the pools that are in, you had to submit
by
before
Thursday,
Thursday. There's other options out there. I wasn't tied to the Falcons. I just thought it was the best option at the moment. But maybe you got to look at these questionable injury statuses and factor that in.
You got to stay away from that.
Yeah, so that stinks.
Yeah.
Final question.
Damn. I'm getting killed.
How many teams scored at least 30 this week? Your answer can be within one.
Okay. How many teams scored 30?
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, I know a stat about this weekend in terms of gambling that helps me with this number. And there's a lot of bye weeks, too.
I know. That's
I think I've
tough,
got.
Bro, this is.
It can be within one, so I think I like this range of numbers that I'm being given right now.
Pencils down, boards up.
I went with
5.
7.
Wow.
So the correct answer is 11.
Whoa! Whoa!
I know
11
nothing
teams
about-
scored 30 points?
At least 30.
So, the same amount of teams scored less than 30 with how many bye weeks there were.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's why it was so many blowouts. Every game was like 30-10.
Yeah, I guess
I hated
so.
this week of football. What a terrible week of football.
What was the story for the NFL this week? Lamar Jackson's injury designation and lack of playing, but still beating the Bears?
I think the Jets making the Bengals look inadequate. The Jets beating the Bengals.
But
bouncing off of Justin Fields being told by his owner that he's so bad at football he can't properly gauge how good Aaron Glenn is at his job. I think that works.
But there's no ramifications for that game.
The Bengals could be sellers by the deadline now.
The best thing it gave us was something worth watching on Red Zone.
True. That was a fun ending. That was a great ending.
The only fun ending the entire weekend.
What a bore. Week 8 NFL. They finally disappointed. Tina, thank you so much for staying on later than you were supposed to here on the Monday midterms here on Theoretically Speaking. We will let you get to your very important top secret meeting.
This 3 minutes of overrun have cost the company thousands of dollars.
We might just lose out on a lot, Tina.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Hope it was worth it, listeners. We do it for you guys.
It literally was worth it. It was literally worth it for us. Not for me. I lost. Thanks again, Tina. We're going to do more on the other side. We do have to attack the NFL's Week 8. So, CCAT, you and I are going to get to the Teddy tiers. We put these NFL teams in the tiers before the season. There's one team that is making me look like an absolute imbecile when it comes to football. The biggest riser and the biggest fallers in the Teddy tiers, and we relitigate such. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. That was Tina. And she absolutely killed us on Monday midterms on Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
In sports and in life, how you move matters. So when injuries or pain get in the way, the orthopedic specialists at HSS Florida provide world-class care to get you moving again. From non-surgical and surgical care to personalized rehabilitation, HSS HSS Florida offers the same quality and expertise you expect from HSS, the world's #1 in orthopedic care. With 2 convenient locations in West Palm Beach and Wellington. Learn more at hss.edu/Florida. Choose better, move better.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Billed monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
911, what's your emergency?
A tornado is coming right at us.
ABC Thursdays, the 911 universe expands to Nashville.
How far out is that tornado? 2 miles!
From executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Get everyone you can and send them out here now!
Chris O'Donnell, Jessica Capshaw, Kimberly Williams-Paisley, Leanne Rhymes.
We are on the move! Held us safe, kid.
911 Nashville. All new Thursdays, 9/8 Central on ABC and stream next day on Hulu.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Download the ESPN South Florida app today and get the latest on local shows like Theoretically Speaking and Russo and Rizzo. Get some ESPN podcasts or get the high school sports updates in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. Curious about what Mike Rizzo had to say about Aaron Rodgers? It's on the app. Wasn't able to find the score of the West Boca high school football game? It's on the app. Want to catch the Inter Miami live broadcast? You guessed it. It's on the app. Go download the ESPN South Florida app today and get your fix on all things sports right here in Palm Beach County.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2025 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2025 Defender 110 P300S for just $889 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Hi, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike, and I'm dropping the gloves. Your new home for the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers is ESPN 106.3. Tonight, the Anaheim Ducks roll into Florida to face the Panthers. Coverage starts at 7, live from Sunrise on ESPN 106.3.
It's Tina. You know how important it is to keep your car running. And when it comes to my car, I only trust St. Lucie Battery and Tire. They've been taking care of South Florida for over 50 years, and they're still family-owned. Need new tires? They've got all the big brands. Battery issues? They've got it. Cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and even commercial fleets. And if you ever get stuck, their 24/7 roadside emergency service is a total lifesaver. Go see my friends at St. Lucie Battery and Tire, slbt.com. They'll keep you going.
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMIT.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. This is Theoretically Speaking. We are into the happy hour here on ESPN 106.3. It is October 28th, a Tuesday, coming off of World Series Game 3 that featured 609 total pitches, 37 runners left on base, 25 position players actually used from both sides, and 19 pitchers, 19 arms in total. It amounted to the Dodgers winning 6-5 in 18 innings. They take a 2-1 series lead. They are 2 wins from back-to-back Fall Classic titles. That your baseball update of a game that ended in the wee morning of this Tuesday. But the NFL's Week 8 ended last night, properly timed on Monday Night Football, with the Chiefs taking down the Commanders 28-7 in a game that reinstills faith in what that Chiefs offense could be now that Rashee Rice is back, and it also puts a big-time mirror in front of the Commanders. I know they were without their starting Marcus Mariota in, but there were a lot of different issues I'm sure they think they need to address if they want to build off of what they did last year. And to talk about the NFL's Week 8, he is Cameron Wolf, NFL Network national reporter, and he comes to us today from Miami Gardens.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm inside the Dolphins facility, just left the locker room. I've got their Thursday night football game against the Ravens coming up here. So talking to some players, going to talk to some coaches here at 4 o'clock, but always got to make some time for Theoretically Speaking, you know?
Come on, dog. Welcome on into the party, man. Appreciate you making some time today. Cameron Wolf, who has covered, I know that's not your priority these days, but you have had a lot of insight on the Miami Dolphins. So why not? Let's start there.
Yes, sir.
For week 8, man, Cam, those Dolphins, those fighting Miami Dolphins actually outed my guy C-Cat. They exited him from our survivor pool. He made it to week 8, and he doubted the Dolphins. How could he do that?
I know why. I understand why. there was plenty of reason why I understood, but they did what you said. They had fight. Like, I think a lot of people wondered, with all the rumors about Mike McDaniel's job, with all the talk about Tua and what he's saying, what he's doing, would they just throw the towel in? Would that be it for the season, especially how they played in Cleveland? They didn't. They played with the best fight I've seen all year. Tua played the best game he played all year, and the defense finally showed up. Now, is that a one-game blip, or is this the start of a turnaround? I think that's the big question, and it's funny because they play a Ravens team who also has struggled a lot. They get their starting quarterback back in Lamar Jackson, and they're thinking the same thing. This is the start of a new push for us. So essentially, it's a little bit of an elimination game. Which one had the fake blip win, and which one's moving towards correcting a slow start for the season?
The Dolphins beat the Falcons. They didn't just beat them; they bludgeoned them 34-10. Tua Tagovailoa 20 for 26, 205 yards, 4 touchdowns, but most importantly, Cam, 0 interceptions.
Yep.
Like, that's the kind of steady play that we knew out of Tua in the years where things were good. What changed what the heck happened, because the Falcons entered this game as one of the best pass defenses in the league, and I know that because I benched Tua in my fantasy football league.
Yes, so a couple things changed. One, Tua got the ball out of his hand the fastest he has all season. His time to throw was the quickest it's been. He played with a level of decisiveness that they haven't had previously. It's kind of the old Tua, where you get the ball out, 3-step, ball's coming out. I'm getting it to a speed guy and his playmaking, right? And a part of that goes to the second element. Their offensive coordinator, Frank Smith, moved down to the field for the first time this season. He had been in the booth, and I talked to a few guys in the locker room about 30 minutes ago, and I was like, what's the real impact of that? They said the communication. And like every time we're coming off the field, he's telling us something individual that he saw in our game that's helping us tweak, and we're able to play faster. Instead of waiting to the last second of the play clock, we're able to have some confidence in knowing, hey, this is how we adjust when this happens. So they said they're not letting him go back to the booth. They say they might tackle him if he try to go back up to the booth. And same for Tua's visor. You know, there was a lot of jokes the guys told me about Tua in his eye. They would not let him go, but they did say he got to play with that visor. If not, they're going to grab his helmet and put it on themselves.
Yeah, look, that's the funny thing is, and we're howling with the wolf here, Cam Wolf from NFL Network. It's funny how that works because it kind of becomes a superstitious thing. I think Allen Iverson, one of your favorite players of all time, he started wearing the sleeve, I believe, because it was like an elbow injury.
Yep, absolutely. It was elbow. You got to keep it. You can't mess up the energy. You know how it is. You know, you're a football fan, you're a basketball fan. If you sitting on a certain part of the couch, your team start balling, you're going to stay on that part of the couch. You know, it's whatever gets you in the mental state of, even if it's not real, it's a placebo effect. We played the best. We had the best energy when you did that. So don't mess up the juju. Let's stay with this vibe.
So speaking of vibes, you were just in the locker room talking with the Dolphins players. You heard them speak at the podiums as well. What are the vibes around there now? Because, of course, you have a game. Like, it's funny. You have a game that feels like you win against the Falcons, you're dominant, and you reclaim a bit of hope for your season. But now you have the short turnaround, and you got to play a desperate Ravens team who – I believe last time these two faced off, didn't Lamar kind of tear him up?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's homecoming, too. You know, Lamar, Zay Flowers, all these guys got a homecoming coming to South Florida, and you know they want to put on a show. You know they got the people in the crib, you know, your high school people, your family, your mama might be in the crib. You don't want to not embarrass your mama, you know, she tell her friends all week, you know, my baby coming in, playing at home, you know. So there's the extra factor there. But I'll tell you this, leaving the locker room, it was the loosest I've seen them all season. You know, they had a certain, okay, we can breathe now. Like they, from the first game when they got blown out by the Colts, it's been, you know, them trying to tread water. And I think for the first time they were like, okay, we can breathe. And so I think it's almost a benefit that they have a short week because they can keep flowing off that energy they played. Now, the Ravens are a lot different team than with Lamar. The Ravens are a lot different team than the Falcons. So let's get that straight. You know, you're not playing Kirk Cousins anymore on defense. You're playing the two-time MVP, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, a team that has some guns. And so they're going to have to take it up a notch. But having the confidence, like you said, against a number one passing defense, playing the way they did, having a defensive effort where they stopped Bijan, the guy who we were talking about for MVP candidate the week before, they held him down in a way that people have not held him down. I think that gives them some confidence that, you know, this isn't just a one-week thing.
Howling with the Wolf here, or theoretically speaking, on a Tuesday ahead of a Thursday night football showdown between the Ravens and the Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. He'll be there. He's right there right now. But let's take it a little bit grander scope of the league now. We're 8 weeks in. We're 8 weeks in. I, for one, did not think the Colts would be anything, and they are the one that have proven me the most wrong from what I thought they would be versus what they are, based on the juggernaut of an offense. I mean, this is the best offense when you talk about scores per drive, 3.5 points per drive since the clock turned 2000. I'm not talking about just best Colts offense. I'm talking about best offense in NFL history since 2000 on points per drive, 3.5 points. That's crazy. Cam, what has been the biggest thing that has shocked you 8 weeks into this NFL season? Because for me, it's Daniel Jones and those Colts.
Yeah, the Colts definitely are a top candidate, right? Because I think we were talking more about Shane Steichen's job security early in the year, and now he probably should be coach of the year. And so it's crazy how things change. He's made Daniel Jones a top 5 quarterback, Jonathan Taylor in the MVP race. And so the Colts are a great choice. But for me, I'm going to go to New England Patriots because they're 6-2. They've already beat the Bills. They're leading the AFC East. And we talk about MVP candidates every week. Drake May is probably an MVP candidate. Like, if you look at his numbers, he's doing things that people haven't done outside of MVP players like Peyton Manning, like Lamar Jackson, like Patrick Mahomes. We're talking about guys who have had 200 plus passing yards, 100 quarterback rating in 7 straight games. Like he's been consistent. He's throwing that deep ball. And the Patriots have a certain energy about them with Mike Vrabel that they haven't had in a long time. And so we saw spurts of this from Drake, but this version of it, he looks like he can be elite. Not there yet consistently, but he looks like he can be one of those dudes that we eventually talk about in the same breath as a Patrick Mahomes, as a Josh Allen, as a Lamar Jackson, as a Joe Burrow. Like he could enter that group based off what we've seen. They play tough. They play physical. I'm actually going up there Sunday. I've got a double duty this week. TNF, Dolphins, Ravens, and then going to New England where they play the Patriots or where they play the Falcons. And so I'm really eager to see that team up close because I think we thought they were a year or two away from making some noise, but why can't they be a playoff team, a team that can compete for the AFC East in year one?
That's crazy, man. To see that Patriots team go, that's going to be one of the bigger turnarounds we've had in a while from, I believe, was it 2 or 3 wins last year?
Yeah, they were a 3-1 team. They were one of the worst teams in football, picking in the top 5, and now they got one of the best records in football.
Yeah. They got to keep Drake May upright. 5 sacks to Myles Garrett, not going to get it done. But that's why they call him Myles Garrett. I mean, he's different.
Yep. Hey, man, that money moves different. Somebody was texting me recently about feeling bad for Myles Garrett. I was like, don't feel bad for Myles Garrett. Hey, he's getting 5 sacks, and he's getting a boatload of money. Hey, winning is great. Money and sacks are better.
Look, I'll be honest. I know Myles Garrett is the ultimate competitor, and I know he hates losing. I think a little bit of that was a little performative on Sunday because I'm like, dude, you're having one of the games of your life. I know y'all are getting blown out.
Yeah.
And you got a $40+ million contract to go home to.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying.
Come on, man. Talking about I would give all of this up for a win. No, you would not. No, you would not. Don't even lie to us. You give up a 5-sack? No.
Come on. He has to say that, though. He has to say that. That's what he's supposed to say. He knows that's what he's supposed to say. But we don't believe it.
Stop lying to us.
Cam Wolf joining us here. We are Howling with the Wolf on ESPN 106.3 NFL Network Report. You can find him on Twitter and Instagram at Cameron Wolf, where he provides you with all of the details around the NFL. I want to leave with this, Cam. When you think about that draft class, the 2024 NFL draft class with quarterbacks, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy, and, of course, you have Caleb Williams already said him? Jaden Daniels. I'm sorry, the guy that actually, took the league by storm last year. It really is shaping up, for all the reasons we didn't believe to maybe be the best quarterback class of all time. If Drake May is going to be a real deal, and if Bo Nix is going to be married to Sean Payton for an extended amount of time, though I do think he's a little inflated as to what he is as a quarterback, but with Sean Payton, that's the result you're going to get. The most disappointing guy out of this class so far is the number 1 overall pick in Caleb Williams. These dudes are actual dudes.
Yeah, man, that's a great quarterback class. I'm also thinking 2020 was excellent too. When you think Joe Burrow, Herbert, Jordan Love, Tua. Tua's probably the 4th guy in that group, and he's got a $200 million deal. But yeah, you're right. I mean, 2024 is funny because Jaden, after a rookie year, he seemed like the only one that was a surefire, hey, we're good. Now he's been banged up. Everybody else catches up, and we're like, all these guys might be good. You got Bo Nix playing well. We're talking about Drake May. Drake May might have risen all the way to the top now with the way he's playing this year. And so I'm with you. I think that a lot of times we rush quarterback development. Seeing these guys, all of these guys are playing in systems where they're able to thrive. Everybody except Caleb is playing with the same coaches that they were as a rookie year. That stuff matters, which is why I'm a little bummed for Cam Ward. He's got to restart. He's got to go through another cycle. So it almost is like his year 2 will be his year 1 again. And that's some of what Caleb's going through there, which is why he's probably a little behind the rest of the guys. But he's shown us sparks. They have a winning record. I think you'll see him, like the rest of these guys, continue to have a great season and answer that franchise quarterback question for the Bears and for the rest of those squads.
But J.J. McCarthy. I think Kevin O'Connell, now that Carson Wentz is out, and I feel bad for him because they wore all the tread off of that tire.
Yeah, we got to see now. The quiet part that's been whispered around league circles is that obviously JJ has had an injury, but he certainly did not look ready in that, at least the second game. He had that one half he came back on. Everybody got excited. but the first half was horrible, and then the next game he played was really rough.
Terrible.
And it's like, man, is he ready? And the problem is he's got to be ready. This is year 2. They've already moved on from Sam Darnold. Like you said, they already read the tread out on Carson Wentz. They had mans out there with a torn labrum, a fractured socket, man. JJ with a sprained ankle. I mean, again, I get it. You want him to be 100% healthy, but man, Carson out here going to war.
No,
and so
they owe Carson for that. They owe Carson Wentz a little extra on the side.
So that being said, there's nowhere else you can hide. We're going to have to see. And I think there is some worry about his readiness. Is he ready to be able to lift a team into a playoff hunt? But he's got to play to show it. And so this week will be very interesting. Sounds like he's going to start. And we're going to learn very soon how much of the sitting down was injury versus a guy who just may not be ready yet to compete for a playoff contender.
Get the ball to 18. That's all you got to do.
Should be simple, right? Joe Flacco's doing it, right?
It out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very simple. Look, if you see the gritty once or twice in the game, you know you did something well. All right, JJ, that's what you're looking for.
That's it.
Cam Wolf, appreciate your time, man. You get back to the Dolphins facility and make sure you vet all of that out. We'll see you Thursday night, too, for Thursday Night Football.
Absolutely. Sounds good, fellas. Have a great rest of your show.
Thank you. That is Cameron Wolf, NFL Network's Cameron Wolf. You can find him on Twitter again at Cameron Wolf. And he howls with us on Tuesdays of the NFL season. Good money right there, C-Cat. I will say, man, J.J. McCarthy, the most to prove. I think we can kind of the book on Anthony Richardson is out. I think that one's over with. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah, his organization told us anything we need to know about him as an NFL quarterback or any potential that they now see, which is very different from where we were at when he got drafted.
What sucks is watching the vision of what Anthony Richardson should be. If he had it right between the ears, if he had what Shane Steichen was trying to get him to do correct, imagine what Daniel Jones is doing.
Right, yeah, athletically.
But with Anthony Richardson's athleticism, with his more power behind the arm, with his ability to be untackleable and whatnot. Like if he could figure it out, that would be, you know what? I'm kind of glad Anthony Richardson's not that good.
You think he'd be a threat to the league?
Yeah, in that offensive system they have one of the best O-lines. They've got the best running back right now in Jonathan Taylor. They have a plethora of weapons, and they got a mastermind calling plays in Shane Steichen. All he needed was an adequate quarterback. If Anthony Richardson was the alien he was supposed to be in the league, all hell would break loose.
What do you think about the thought being kicked around in NFL media circles over the weekend that Jonathan Taylor should be the MVP?
Yeah, they're correct. If the season ended today, Jonathan Taylor's the MVP. The problem is he has to finish the rest of the season.
I don't know about that, man.
He is.
If we're going to be honest with the word most valuable player, he is the most statistically impressive player, but he was on the Colts last year, and he was not the change the Colts made. The change was that quarterback.
Yeah.
That changed the entire team, and the entire season's success was on not bring a great quarterback in, just bring a more competent quarterback in. I don't think Jonathan Taylor is the most valuable player in the NFL.
Who do you think it is? It's closer to being Dan. I don't think it's Daniel Jones, only because his value above replacement to me is not like Jonathan Taylor is also looking like the best at his position, whereas Daniel Jones, you sub him out for 15 other guys, you get the same result. You sub out Jonathan Taylor for a league average running back, there's not as much of a run threat, and you can focus on the pass more, and you get probably different results on Daniel Jones.
Betting favorites Mahomes, and I probably would agree with that. I think Patrick Mahomes might be the default answer this year if no one goes out and grabs it, because the Chiefs look like a wagon.
Patrick Mahomes is the most valuable player in the NFL.
He is. What's the word? In perpetuity. There we go.
Yeah. It's kind of like LeBron during his reign over the NBA. He is the most valuable, but who's the most valuable player this season? Because of the wins the Colts have, the expectations coming into the season, and the actual results on the field, Jonathan Taylor has, 14 touchdowns right now. Saquon Barkley had 14 all year last season. JT has been incredible. He has three touchdown games, 2 of them against the Titans, sure, but that's a divisional foe. They should at least have enough familiarity to be able to stifle you. That guy has been unstoppable, and they run everything through him. It's either him being a threat out of the backfield as a pass catcher, or him being a threat in the run game or through play action when you have Daniel Jones being able to fake it to him. And you got Tyler Warren, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, Michael Pittman. Like they are a machine. But I do think it starts and stops with the fact that he's such a threat out of the backfield.
I would like to see him go on paternity leave for a week so we can see what they look like without him.
You know what? That's fair.
So
that's fair.
Jonathan and the Taylor family.
It's going to be a little. It's going to be.
I hope
you've
got a button in the oven already.
I was about to say the button would have to be in the oven already. CCAT. The way that babies work, if you got started,
that's the creative way of saying I hope Jonathan Taylor doesn't get hurt, but I want to see the Colts without Jonathan Taylor.
Maybe he just takes. Maybe he gets like a flu. The flu for a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want him to get sick either, though.
That's not that bad.
Like I hear you right now, and it's awful.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Well, you know what the good thing is? If I was sick and I didn't have a temperature-controlled house, it could get worse.
Much.
It could get worse. But thankfully, I have EDS, air conditioning, and plumbing. Cold ain't the issue. Heat is in South Florida. And the Florida heat plays hard. It does not take a timeout. It ain't taking a week off. It ain't going to let you get your bearings about you while you figure things out. No. That's why if you go cheap on your AC system, if you bring out a cut-rate team to work on your AC and your plumbing, it's going to be a losing game. That's going to cost you down the line. It's going to cost you some points with the family. Get right. EDS stands for Everyday Savings. You get the real quality work. You get peace of mind with EDS air conditioning and plumbing. Palm Beach County has relied on EDS to stay cool and comfortable, and so should you. EDS air conditioning and plumbing offers same-day hot water heater replacement. You can get 2 yearly tune-ups with the EDS Gold Plan. And go to edsisyes.com and check out the special they have running right now for you. 0% interest for 60 months to qualified customers. edsisyes.com. Go tap in. Value, comfort, a winning record. EDS is yes. edsisyes.com is the website. Tap in, get your AC revived. I know it took a beating during the summer, and it still ain't cool yet. edsisyes.com.
Man, we have a lot to get to before this show does come to a close because we need to reevaluate and revisit your Teddy Tiers. Tiering the teams in the NFL. There will be maybe the largest jump in Teddy Tiers history.
Yes.
As you will reshift these teams around to where they rightly belong after nearly half of the season done.
Yeah.
And we have a safe bound get around.
We have the big steppers. Those are the real contenders. The nominees, those are the guys that are going to be around but won't compete for a championship for real. Then you have the fun guys, really entertaining to watch, not necessarily a threat. Good watch on a Sunday, not worried about them come, January. Then you have the scrappy dogs. These are a tough out. You don't want to face this team. All right, you're not saying, oh, my God, good. Thank God we have the insert name here this weekend because you know it's going to be a fight, but you should win it. And then at the bottom is the no motion. The zero motion. And I feel embarrassed for one of the teams I had in the no motion category. But given all the offseason talk, damn it, CCAT, I wasn't the only one. We'll get to the Teddy Tiers on the other side, revisiting that. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. Shout out to Cam Wolf for pulling up and howling. You can watch that back on ESPN South Florida's app or, of course, at ESPN West Palm on YouTube. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Ghostly greetings to you. Let's keep Halloween fun and safe for all. Please use a rideshare or a designated driver because a DUI will haunt your life.
Don't drink and drive from your spooky friends over at ESPN West Palm and Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
This Halloween, the scariest thing on your team shouldn't be your books. Don't be scared. Jay Zolo and Associates is here to exercise your bookkeeping nightmares. With QuickBooks Online and expert care, let Jay Zolo bring your books from RIP to MVP. Let the only skeletons you deal with be the ones in costumes. Visit jzolo.com today. That's JZOLLO.com.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com, pbhnphysiciangroup.com, to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
We want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Are you tired of the hassle of buying a car? At Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach, we're changing the game. No pushy salespeople here, just friendly product specialists on salary here to help you find the perfect ride. With over 500 vehicles in stock and a goal to sell 250 by month's end, that means incredible deals are waiting for you. Forget the back and forth negotiations. Once you pick your dream Kia, you'll work with one manager the entire time, making decisions on the spot for a smooth, stress-free experience. We'll even handle the paperwork, your tags, insurance, and every detail. Need help learning all the features? We'll schedule a post-delivery session when it's convenient for you. And if you can't make it in, we'll bring a new Kia right to your home or office for a test drive. Plus, for a limited time, you'll see the factory invoice right on the windshield of every car in the showroom. Visit Greenway Kia today or shop online at greenwaykiawestpalmbeach.com.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Mondays just got better for the men of Palm Beach County. Unlimited Auto Wash is offering $5 off any wash every Monday at all 6 convenient locations. Men's Monday at Unlimited Auto Wash. Don't miss it.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
C-Cat, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but there has been a offensive explosion.
Have not been paying attention. The entire show.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, no, I'm not talking about that. Of course you haven't.
Okay.
Who would? Talking about the NBA.
Oh.
So the most 40-point games in the first week of NBA history before this year was 7, and it happened in 2022. Would you like to take a random guess? Just a one-time guess at how many we've had in the opening week of this year's NBA season?
Luka had 1.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
Luka's actually had 2. 16.
This is bad.
16. I think it kind of is bad. We've had an Austin Reeves 40-point game. Matter of fact, 2 of them.
Are these guys just have a match lit under them because they don't want to get accused of shaving points and letting unders hit in their prop bets?
Everybody, after all of that, they say, "Yo, we got to hit the overs. We got to really get this thing going. We got to win people their money back." Because
running that 7 seconds or less offense just out of instinct of not wanting to get investigated by the FBI.
Get the shots up. Get them up.
Hey, Culligan man.
Get your water right. Maybe that's what you need to do. Because I know how it goes right now. You know, you lather, you rinse, you moisturize, you repeat, At this point, you feel like you're in the shower Olympics. What the hell is wrong with my shampoo? What the hell is wrong with my soap? I keep leaving the shower with dry skin, with brittle hair, feeling clean, but not moisturized. No. The water is not, or the water is the issue there. It's not the soap. It's not the shampoo. It's not the different things you get from the store. It's the water coming out of your faucet or your shower head, because hard water leaves mineral residue that clogs up your pores and it dries out your hair. Culligan has water softeners that they can install at your crib, and it can help remove those damaging minerals and revitalize that brittle skin and that dry hair. Other way around. Upgrade your shower system today. Right now, they're offering 12 months, no interest, no payments. Just go to Culligan.com for more information, or just say,
Hey, Culligan man.
Culligan Water, you know I'm tapped in. Reverse osmosis system to purify the water, and the water softener to make sure that the water in your home is doing you right. Now it's time I face my fears. I pull out my preseason Teddy tears.
Dr. Seuss over here. I was going to say face your tears.
Oh.
Both the tears that stream down your face.
Yes.
Both the word that rhymes with fears.
Yes.
And both tears spelled T-I-E-R-S.
Yeah. Well, both rhyme with.
You could have gone in so many different directions that were a lot more creative than what you just said.
I know. I mean, what do you want me? Actually, mine was creative enough. Pull out the Teddy tiers, please. This is where we ranked the NFL teams in the preseason. It is now 8 weeks into the regular season, so we have more data points. We understand who these teams are. And for the first time all year, we will make a massive adjustment to where we had teams coming into the season. CK, you want to start from the bottom or the top?
I think you should start from the top because we have a dirty little skeleton in the closet at the bottom.
All right, so the way we rank these things are the big steppers at the top. You have the nominees, you have the fun guys, you have the scrappy dogs, and then you have no motion. So we'll start with the big steppers. These are teams that can actually walk away with a Super Bowl this year, and I wouldn't be surprised. We have the Eagles, the Chiefs, the 49ers, and the Ravens.
And, of course, this was all selected before a single snap of NFL football was played this year.
These are predictions. These are predictions, good people. I'm no idiot. And to be honest with you, I don't feel bad about my big steppers category. C-Cat, is there any glaring omission from the big steppers who can actually win a Super Bowl title? The Eagles, the Chiefs, the Niners, and the Ravens.
Well, like, you're saying now that we know?
Yeah, now that we know, 8 weeks in.
The Niners should not be in there.
Why not? They're really good even without their starting quarterback.
I think they're just as good even without their starting quarterback, and that's not a championship-level team.
Yeah, I think without Fred Warner and without Nick Bosa, they're not doing it, and both of those guys are out for the season. So the Niners.
And I also would put the Lions in there at big stepper. Sure, they got controlled by the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are a big stepper. That'll happen from time to time.
Yeah.
And the Packers probably deserve to be a big stepper right now. I didn't want to believe it through 3 weeks, but...
Well, how about this? Before we start putting other teams in, does anybody need to be moved out?
Okay. Thank you for controlling the wild bull that I am.
This guy's getting reckless. I do think we moved the Niners down from big steppers to nominees. And it is more to do with them being injury-plagued than it does with them being incompetent. I think they've been winning pretty well with a shorthanded team. They did just lose to the Texans, but I like that Buccaneers win. And I think that they'll still be there at the end of the day, but there's a brick ceiling on your season when you don't have 3 or 4 of your best players.
I think that's more than fair.
All right, so we'll keep the Eagles in there, keep the Chiefs in there, and I would keep the Ravens, honestly. I still wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens end this year with a Super Bowl title. I wouldn't be that shocked.
You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if they lost in the AFC Championship game again.
Yeah.
That's probably, if I were to predict right now what would happen to the Ravens, that would be it. And I still think that's worth being in the big steppers.
They have the 8th shortest odds right now at plus 2,000 to win the Super Bowl, which isn't bad when you're a 2-win team.
Pedal to the metal. So it's like we're going to learn right now. Like Lamar's got to win. Lamar probably has like 2, max 3 losses that he's able to have and still compete in the AFC. Anything more than that and curtains on the season.
Absolutely. So let's move down to the nominees. These are the teams that do not have a realistic shot at winning the Super Bowl, but they will be there in the divisional round or maybe even the conference championship round, but I'm not taking them seriously. Right now we have the Rams, the Lions, the Texans, the Packers, the Commanders, the Bills, the Vikings, and the Niners, who we just put there. Now, we can start with this. The Vikings got to go down. I don't even think the Vikings are in fun guys. Maybe we bring them down to the scrappy dogs right now. It's a little ugly in Minnesota, and it's not that fun to watch this offense, especially when you got your quarterback crying. So they'll be scrappy dogs. The Commanders, too. I mean, are the
he was
Commanders...
in pain. Are you talking about Carson Wentz crying?
No, I'm saying it's not fun to watch, though.
Okay.
I'm not criticizing them like Kirk Herbstreit would. Let's move the Commanders out of the nominees as well. I don't think they'll be there. They're a 3-win team.
But don't they deserve the same treatment as the Ravens? Not saying that they should be a big stepper, but they should not be penalized for quarterback injury.
Yeah, I'm not penalizing them necessarily for quarterback injury, but I think at 3 wins right now, and in an NFC where the Eagles do look a little bit stronger than I thought they'd be, I don't like what their defense looks like. It's not just the offense. Like, they're old and slow everywhere. So I got to put the Commanders in the fun, guys. Sorry, the run was fun while it lasted. And the Texans, the Texans got to get out of there. They're not nominees anymore. They're fun, guys. That's fine. That's fine right there.
Okay.
Anybody from the nominees you would move up? Right now we have the Rams, the Lions, the Packers, the Bills, and the Niners.
Do I think any of them could win a Super Bowl? Is that what you're asking?
I would bring the Packers into the big steppers.
Yeah, I think the Packers have earned it. They deserved it. They were the better football team, hands down, on Sunday Night Football. They were certainly a tier above, if not multiple tiers above the Steelers.
And give me the Detroit Lions.
You think the Lions can win a Super Bowl this year?
I think they can. I don't think they will. I think they can, and I think it's time we start respecting them as such.
Okay.
They did get shellacked by the Chiefs, but it's early. And the Chiefs weren't even at full strength is the crazy thing. So we'll see, but I do think they can win a Super Bowl. It'd probably take the Chiefs not making it. And the Bills, I'm going to keep them put at the nominees. I think Josh Allen needs a wide receiver 1. He's in dire need of that. And they lost to the Patriots in a convincing fashion. Not so sure about the Bills right now, even though they did blow out the Panthers. Down to the fun guys. The Titans, go ahead and move them down to no motion, please.
You thought they'd be fun this year? They have been the opposite.
That's been a total bleep show. Total show. The Cowboys are in the fun guy. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, they are the definition of fun guys.
Yeah.
They might be like the captain of the fun guys in the NFL, where they can go with anybody and give you a good match.
Yeah, they tied the Packers, who are big steppers, 40-40. That is the definition of fun.
And they also almost tied the Giants. They will give any shape, size, fashion, style of team a fun game.
Look at that. 2 fun guys against each other, the Broncos and the Cowboys, and the Broncos did a number on them. The Bengals, are they fun? I think it's pretty fun watching Flacco just sling the ball to Jamar Chase as many times as humanly possible.
Ooh, I'd go scrappy. And this is your tiers.
The fun, the offensive side of it is fun. And they play shootouts. They played a 39-38 game against the Jets. Was that not fun? They provided the lone fun game of Week 8.
I guess, but they also gave us one of the most least fun moments of the season, which is losing Joe Burrow. That wasn't fun.
But Flacco's been fun. He's running the ball. He's slinging it. What do you want to see a quarterback do on a bad team?
This current iteration of the Bengals, I think it's fair to put them in fun.
The Buccaneers, are they more serious than fun?
They certainly are.
All right, we can bring them up. They are pretty good. And
the Buccaneers are now a nominee.
Buccaneers are nominees. The Chargers. Chargers are so banged up on the offensive line right now.
I think they're just fun guys.
They're fun. Jaguars are fun. The Bears, they're fun.
They need if they beat the Ravens. I was going to say if they beat the Ravens emphatically over the weekend,
they would have been a nominee.
Yeah, seriously, I think that said a lot about their team that they couldn't take care of business and win a game they should have.
And as we continue the Teddy tiers, re-tiering from our preseason through Week 8, we have the Falcons, Commanders, and Texans still in fun guys, and I would say that's where they belong. And then, you know what? This is a good spot the NFL is in. We have a lot of fun watches.
The Falcons can give you the worst watch of your life.
They can.
Or you'll see Bijan Robinson, Drake Moore just give you fireworks and explosions and that defensive line wreak havoc. Or you will get Canadian football in the NFL.
Oh.
It is so confusing and bewildering, the bipolarness of a Falcons watch experience.
They're the most volatile team in the NFL right now. They lost to the Panthers 30-0. And they just lost to the Dolphins 34-10. But they just got done blowing out
the Bills.
The Bills. I'm confused. All right, on to the Scrappy Dogs. On to our Scrappy Dogs. We got the Miami Dolphins. Go ahead and move them to no motion, please.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins have lost any scrappiness to them.
Yeah.
Even though they did just beat the Falcons.
What?
They caught the Falcons on a bad Falcons day.
Yeah, they caught the Falcons falconing.
It could have been the Saints, could have been the Browns, could have been any bad team that could have caught the Falcons.
The Steelers, am I being disrespectful?
They deserve scrappy.
They're scrappy. I think that that's...
Oh, wait, sorry, no.
They deserve fun guys?
I think the Steelers are a fun guy. They're
all
going to
right.
win right around 500, aren't they? And if that's not the definition of fun guys, then I don't know what is.
I throw them in there. They've had some fun watches. It was fun watching Aaron Rodgers have to bow to Jordan Love as he broke records against him in a win.
DK Metcalf is like a fun watch.
Yeah, he might just blow up on somebody. All right, Cardinals, Patriots, Jets, Seahawks. Okay, I got two here that I got to move out of there. Let's get the Patriots up to fun guys, please.
Just fun. You think the Patriots are not a nominee?
No, not
the
yet.
Second tier of the NFL?
Not yet. I got to see. I'm not going to be exaggerative on this. I need to see more.
Okay.
I like them, though. I like them. They're on the precipice. If the Broncos aren't a nominee, then they're not a nominee. And give me the Seahawks, please.
You want the Seahawks to be a fun guy?
Seahawks are fun. I thought Sam Darnold would be worse without Kevin O'Connell, but he's been almost better. And Jackson Smith-Njigba is now one of the best receivers in the league, and he peppers him with targets. I like the Seahawks, and they have a good defense. They're fun. They might be nominees. 1 or 2 more good weeks, and we're talking nominee territory. And I believe that's good. That is your official Teddy tier. Oh, wait.
Get the Giants out of no motion.
The Indianapolis Colts. They're nominees.
The Indiana
from no motion to nominees. The greatest
tier,
jump.
2 tier, 3 tier jump.
The greatest
The Colts
jump.
go from the gutter to the prince that's promised.
I like what the Colts present. I'm curious to see what it looks like deeper into the season or in the playoffs. They might be like the Vikings of that one season, but that's still pretty good. And the Giants are scrappy dogs. Get them out of no motion. You're right.
Okay, thank you.
The Giants are scrappy dogs. You don't necessarily want to play them because they're very weird, but you also can just dismantle them if you just play sound football like what the Eagles did. And that's more of also me feeling bad because of what happened to Scam Scatterboo. There go your Teddy tiers. New and improved 8 weeks into the NFL season. Theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
ESPN West Palm is on the move. Brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, the most trusted moving company in Florida. You're safe with Safebound.
In sports and in life, how you move matters. So when injuries or pain get in the way, the orthopedic specialists at HSS Florida provide world-class care to get you moving again. From non-surgical and surgical care to personalized rehabilitation, HSS Florida offers the same quality and expertise you expect from HSS, the world's #1 in orthopedic care. With 2 convenient locations in West Palm Beach and Wellington. Learn more at hss.edu/Florida. Choose better, move better.
Tina, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports-certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
I'd like to welcome you to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. I know how things get. As you acquire more years and experience, your body acquires more sores, acquires more kind of just little bit of little issues. That a little shoulder's a little tight. Maybe you've been playing a little too much pickleball, a little too much padel, and things aren't quite working the way they used to. If an injury is keeping you from what you love, our expert team is here to get you back in the game. Trusted by the pros and ready for you, because everyone deserves pro-level care. I don't care if you're an amateur flag football player. I don't care if you're just playing in your local softball league. If you acquire a sports injury, if you have issues with your body, tap in with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care and visit baptisthealth.net/ortho. There, you'll be treated like a pro. Doesn't matter how good you are. You will be treated like a pro. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. C-Cat, ready to take a trip?
Oh, I've been waiting.
Let's do it.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
Safebound Get Around, we get to the hottest topics all across the globe, step by step or stop by stop.
Next stop,
Miami Gardens.
Oh.
We're going to the home of Thursday Night Football, and I've got great news for Dolphins fans. Lamar Jackson will be playing football at Hard Rock Stadium.
Wow.
So you get to watch good football. All right, and maybe it's bad news for Dolphins fans, but here's the real good news. The Dolphins are not going to raise their season ticket prices. In fact, some prices went down.
Nice.
Renewals went out today. Club seat holders will get $250 of food and beverage credit, and there is a wait list for season tickets, so Fins fans, die hard as they come.
I love that. I love that for the Dolphins fans, and honestly, they deserve it after suffering through this season and really the last couple. So congrats on y'all, and a little applause for the Fins for doing right by their fans.
It's good, because, they have all the excuses in the world to actually raise prices, like inflation.
That's what happens, yeah.
One word, and you can excuse that because these games cost just as much to put on and to get butts in seats, so we need to raise the prices. But you know what? Bad football means less people will line up to watch your games.
But I do think the issue is it's the NFL, and people would still buy those season tickets to get in, so
There's a wait list.
I'm glad they're being good to their fans.
Next stop,
we are going all the way overseas. We're going to Saudi Arabia. Did you see this, Theo?
No.
Saudi Arabia is set to construct the world's first ever sky stadium. It's called Neom Stadium. It's suspended 1,200 feet above the ground. The venue is going to open for World Cup matches in 2034 FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, no thank you.
It is on top of a skyscraper.
Yeah, no thank you.
It is a soccer stadium on top of a skyscraper.
No thank you. You would like that. You would go.
I would go. The line for the elevators must stink, though.
This has Titanic written all over it. I don't want to part. Like, oh, my, what's the novelty of that? What's the purpose? Oh, it's really big. It's really high. I'm afraid of heights. So good luck to all.
We couldn't even get to Russell Wilson breaking it down at Ciara's surprise birthday party.
Oh, well, maybe next week. Go in love, go in peace, go in joy.
Gators fans, there are only 2 more chances to catch Florida football live in the Swamp this season. Join us for Military Appreciation Day versus Tennessee on November 22nd and Florida State for Senior Day on November 29th. Visit FloridaGators.com to get your tickets today. Go Gators!
Discover a world where luxury meets lifestyle at the Gardens Mall. Encounter a curated blend of designer brands, the latest trends, and elevated amenities. Savor full-service dining, grab a quick bite, or explore interactive experiences around every corner. With award-winning architecture, fine art, and lush landscaping, the Gardens Mall is more